You know what it looks like? It looks like I'm going to the funeral for a soldier.
Yeah.
And you look like you're going to the funeral for a soldier you're trying to fuck his wife.
I'm definitely
That's
trying to fuck his wife.
That's what this is.
Yeah.
I'm going to show respect. You're trying to wreck ass on a grieving widow.
Dog, you know what they have at funerals?
How dare you?
Bitches. When they ask where the bitches at.
Funerals are a total bitch fest.
Total bitch fest, though.
Damn, dude. I think I've you know what? I've never
bring condoms.
I've never been to a military funeral. Never been.
No, me either.
Never been.
No.
Actually, that's not entirely true.
Uh-oh.
That's not entirely true.
Uh-oh.
I've been to a funeral with a bunch of military pomp and circumstance.
Okay.
My pup, when he died,
mm-hmm.
World War II veteran, served in the South Pacific Theater.
Yeah.
One of the most retarded debacles of a funeral I've ever been part of in my entire life.
Okay.
Pup dies 2005.
Yeah, because if you don't mind me saying, I don't know what the opposite of a funeral debacle is. Like, what is a funeral that won?
Okay, funeral that wins.
Yeah,
everyone shows up.
Uh-huh.
Everyone there is supposed to be there.
Uh-oh.
No one causes a problem at the funeral.
Uh-oh.
And then everything at the gravesite goes off without a hitch.
Okay.
And no one's embarrassed.
Yeah.
That's a debacle.
Okay. So it seems like, we were talking about this the other day, but there is a level of black and white that is all the same people.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Trash knows no bounds.
Trash knows no bounds. And it seems like your Pop-Pop's funeral might have had a lot of, in the middle of the Venn diagram, trash.
Sure. You know what it was? It was classy people that were just littering. It was litter.
Yeah,
it was littered. I wouldn't say it was a complete trash heap, but it was definitely littered with shit.
It's crazy when you put classy people in a room with trashy people, because you don't know which people are going to be Rome and then which people are going to do as the Romans do.
I understand. And the thing is, I think a lot of people, what is so wild about this is that people showed up to this funeral because, some of them, because my papa was a firefighter after he came back from the war.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a lot of people that I didn't even know who were on his fire squad and all this other crap. So they were there
they're cats that got saved out of trees.
Exactly.
When they were kids, they're like cats now.
Old decrepit cats. It's man, Pop-Up saved a lot of cats.
And the cat's kids and the cat's grandkids.
And it's there's not much to do in Spring City except save cats. Not much going on there. I'd be like, yeah, dude, he did it though.
Yeah.
So
an old pair of Jordans that got rescued off of a power line.
A lot of balls out of gutters. A lot of keys from the sewer. A lot of keys showed up.
He's a hero.
No, dude, without a doubt.
For sure.
Without a doubt, a hero. Patriot. So the funeral happens. My Pop-Up dies. Now, this is also, my Pop-Up dies, I think within that week while they were getting the funeral prepared.
Uh-huh.
That's when I got my second DUI.
Okay. And because your third one is the one that changed your life, right?
No, I didn't get a third one. I got two.
Oh, it was the second one.
2 in 1 week.
Goodness gracious.
2 in 1 week.
That was leaving Philly then, right?
No, I never got a DUI leaving Philly.
Did I know you when you got this DUI?
No, you did not.
This is before you started comedy?
This is before I started stand-up.
You came in to stand up without a license?
No, I got my license back at that point.
Okay.
I got my license back. It was after I started doing stand-up. Hold on. So 2005 and 6, 8, 9. Yeah, no. I had already had the breathalyzer out of my car when I started doing stand-up.
Gotcha. Because I remembered you driving for a
very
very short amount of time.
There was a time where I thought I was going to get a third DUI.
Yeah.
In Philly. That's because I was not. Look, I'm going to say right now, I wasn't drunk. I only had a few beers.
Okay.
Wasn't drunk.
Yeah.
But
that was the excuse of the guy that hit me with his car.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I almost caused, it would have been an accident where I'm like, even if I wasn't drunk, they would have just been like, yeah, no fucking sober person would have done this anyway.
Yeah,
You're retarded. I did a show at the Dive.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to Fishtown, to my buddy's house. I am driving on 5th Street. Now, at that point in time, I wasn't really paying attention. Now, 5th Street.
You mean like in life?
I was anything.
Like this just wasn't a time in life when I was paying attention.
You know what? I'm actually looking up at the stars, reflecting on my
You're
life.
navigating.
Yeah,
You're
dude,
navigating.
I'm just doing. I'm gelling at that point.
Hell yeah.
So I'm looking up and I'm just like, not paying attention. So on 5th Street in Philadelphia, you have to veer to the right and go under the Ben Franklin.
I heard. Yeah.
If you do not do that,
Uh-huh.
you are driving into oncoming traffic.
Yeah, you are.
Coming off of the Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that.
And those people mean business.
Dude, they are flying.
It is crazy the level of like Thunderdome
Dude.
that people drive with when they're coming off the Ben Franklin in that specific area.
Could have given a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm not paying attention. Dude, I drive into oncoming traffic. Cars are swerving out of my... I'm like, I didn't even know what was going on. I'm like, how did I get into a...
Yeah. You were teleported.
Dude, I seriously was. It was like Back to the Future. Like it just came in the front of me. I was like, I didn't know I was going that fast. Dude,
like Ben Franklin himself was on the couch.
The kite flies up over the windshield. Dude, I swerve around. Then I stop because I'm like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Cars are going around me, and at this point, so like I'm kind of in the middle of the street, so cars are getting backed up, but they're slowly going around me, yelling like as they would,
of course.
And of course, dude, this cop that is sitting on a median, gets off and he comes up and like he drives next to me. He goes, I'm not even going to park the fuck behind you. Stay there. Pull up. He's like, I'm going to walk behind your car. Pull up on the... Dude, he's walking behind me, directing traffic around. And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Guy comes up to my car.
Yeah.
He's like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I kind of turned on the juice in the way that like I started being like a frantic woman.
Oh,
I was like, I didn't know what I was doing. Honestly, I'm freaked out now. I just drove into oncoming traffic. I didn't know you had to go under the bridge. He goes, you didn't know you had to go under the bridge? I'm like, I've only driven this way. Dude, I'm throwing every fucking excuse I can throw out.
You hit the nos on your femininity.
Dude, I definitely did. I hit the button, dude. There was a button on my shifter that said, cry, baby, cry. Dude, I was bitching 60 seconds, dude. It was fucking wild.
Bitching 60 seconds.
So
it's crazy.
Dude, I didn't know. Because I was also in that position. I was like, dude, he's going to smell alcohol in my breath.
Yeah.
And I'm also, at this point in time.
And this is a cop.
It was a cop.
Gotcha.
So at this point,
I thought for a second this might have been a citizen on patrol.
No. This is a police officer.
Okay, because this is one of the most when you get to be a citizen on patrol, like directing traffic is probably the best one. When you have to direct traffic as a citizen, it's so powerful. Dude, you feel so powerful.
This cop, dude, he was like T-1000 with like almost had like fucking metal arms stretching out the way he was like pushing my car without pushing my car on the median. So I am worried that he's going to smell alcohol on my breath. Because at this point in time, after getting 2 in 1 week, they compounded so if you go 7 years without a DUI, after getting it gets expunged. It gets expunged off of there. So I got 2. So I was still within that time period.
Yeah.
I got a 3rd one. I was going to prison.
So 2 DUIs is literally bad luck.
It's the worst.
It's 7 years of bad luck.
It's breaking 2 mirrors, dude.
You broke 2 mirrors.
It was terrible.
That's crazy.
So I was like, fuck, I'm in the deepest shit ever.
Yeah.
So I started doing my freak out thing, and he's like, give me a fucking minute. Goes back to his car, and this is where I
takes a swig.
So this is where I get even more worried.
Yeah.
He's going back to my car because he's running my plates.
Gotcha.
He runs my plates. He's getting all my information.
Oh, he's going to find out you're Captain DUI.
Without a doubt. I'm like, motherfuck.
Holy shit.
Dude, I am sitting there. I'm like, I'm like, in my head, I'm texting my girlfriend at the time, like, yo, like, I might be going. I'm like, it's so fucked.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
this
yeah,
is not even like I'm out of this. So I'm waiting, and it's taking forever because he's going through all the rap shit. He's going through the whole thing.
Yeah.
He comes up, and he's like, you been drinking tonight? I was like, no. He's like, you haven't been drinking. Like, I was like, sir, honestly, I'm freaked out. Like, I almost got hit by 7 cars.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know where I was. I forgot. I missed the thing. He's like, all right. He's like, you'd be surprised how many people do this,
dude,
on a
all the
weekly
time.
basis.
I don't even drive in that area a lot. I always see at least one old black lady
it's
in
crazy.
the wrong lane.
And I was black as hell.
Yeah.
You
were an auntie.
I was like, you need to help me. I was losing it. Come on now. Dude,
you got the wrong one.
He helped me. I told him, he's like, all right. He's like, happens more times than you think. He's like, and you haven't been drinking. I was like, no, I'm sorry. I'm like worked up. I thought I was going to fucking die. He's like, all right. Goes back to his car. He then does exactly what I had done. Dude, he pulls off the median to turn around because, like, I'm in front of his car facing the opposite direction.
Yeah.
He pulls in front, gets off the median. He makes me back up. He blocks traffic, makes me back up, turn around on the median. Then he gets behind me and directs me off of the median to pull over on, I think it was on 6th.
Oh, he hasn't even pulled you over yet.
No, he just got out of the car and told me to stop.
We're not even conducting police business yet.
Dude. So
that's how fucked up you were.
Dude. So then I'm pulled over. Like, then now I'm officially pulled over. He comes over. He's like,
yeah.
All right. And he already has a ticket.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see the ticket, honestly, I'm like, this could go either way.
Yeah.
Because, like, I remember when I got the second DUI, I was in the back of a squad car. Handcuffed. And the cop was taking the time to write a ticket. And I was like, why are you even giving me the ticket? Just take me to fucking jail. Like, what are you doing? You know I'm in trouble. Just take me wherever the fuck you need to take me. So I see the ticket. I'm like, this could go either way. I don't know which way it's going to go. And he goes, all right. So he's like, I empathize with you. A lot of people make that mistake. He's like, I'm not going to write you up for drunk driving. He's like, I don't believe you're drunk. He even says, like, I don't believe you're drunk. He's like, but I will say what you did was insanely reckless. And I was like, yeah. So he gave me a reckless driving fine, which is $175.
Not bad. That's less than pissing in public.
Got to be honest with you. I was like, even if it had been a $300 fine,
yeah,
I would have taken any fine over getting popped for another Dewey. Because I was like, I knew I was going to jail. And with the background check he did, I was like, dude, I'm fucked. So he then directs me. Like, he tells me where to go. He's like, now go down 6, come back up 5th. And then as I'm driving up 5th, he's in the middle of the road doing this to get me to go under.
He thought you had a big blindness, like tunnel blindness. You had a non-tunnel vision.
So he gets me to go. So anyway, yeah, my pop-up funeral, I tell my dad, like, I'm like, getting there, I'm showing up, and he's like, what's the problem with you? I'm like, I got 2 DUIs. He's like, when?
Yeah.
I was like, well, a week ago. He's like, when did you get the second one? I was like, a week ago. And he's like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. And he's like, he's kind of like, well, good news, bad news. And I was like, what's the good news? Like, good news is your fucking pop-up left you $5,000.
Sick.
I was like, all right. What's the bad news? He's like, bad news? Pop-up's fucking dead. I was like, I know that. He's like, yeah, but like, I guess that's good. And I used it to immediately start paying fines and restitution.
Yeah.
So then we're sitting there. My dad's like super bummed about that. We're sitting there and we're standing, by the casket.
Mm-hmm.
And, people are coming in and we're greeting people, And as we're coming in, there's this old couple who and some people I recognized, some people I didn't. And anybody I didn't recognize, I was like, yo, who's this?
Yeah.
And my dad be like, oh, that's so-and-so from the Legion. That's so-and-so from the fire department. So I'm standing there. I look up and I see an old man and an old woman walking up. And I'm like, yo, who's this? And my dad's like, I don't know who the fuck that is. He's like, and I see my dad trying really hard to place a name to a face. And as they're getting up, So we're like past the casket.
Yeah.
As they're getting up, the guy is also trying to place a name to a face in the casket.
With your pop.
The way he's looking at it is just like doing this thing. And the lady's also looking and she's like kind of confused.
Yeah.
They come up to us and I'm like, oh, thank you. He's like, oh my God, sorry for your loss, blah, blah, blah. My dad's like, it's nice to meet you. He's like, how did you know Ernie? He goes, okay.
You got me.
No, he goes, Ernie? He's like, Ernie Shaner. He's like, okay. I thought it was Earl. And like he said another name. It was like Earl Schaefer, who lived in the same area who had died. And he just read the wrong obituary.
That's going to be me because I refuse to wear my reading glasses because they're gay.
He apologized. He was like, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm like, blah, blah. And his wife was like starting to get visibly upset. She's like, how could we do this? We're so disrespectful. And he's like, shut up. Dude, he's yelling at this lady to shut up. And then my dad's like, well, you're free to go. He's like, no. He's like, no. That man was a patriot.
Yeah.
That man was, it's like, we're showing, dude, they stayed the whole time.
That's a military funeral.
Dude, they stayed the whole time. They just were like, and you could, dude, the lady was so uncomfortable. She didn't want to be there. She was so over it. That was the thing, too. As soon as she found out it was someone she didn't know, she was over it. She was like, where can we go?
Yeah,
and
because like when you're a lady and you go to a funeral, you're there to be seen emoting.
Yes.
And if you can't emote authentically, it's like, what am I even doing here?
Dude.
Let's go somewhere so I can emote.
So then, before that whole thing, my dad was an only child.
Uh-huh.
There were cousins of his that I never met.
Gotcha.
Because like my papa had, I think he had 2 brothers and a sister that like I, again, really didn't even know.
So isn't it crazy how we don't know shit about people in our lineage from Pop's back?
Dude, no idea.
And it's again, that comes with being in a certain socioeconomic bracket. Because like it seems like wealthy people know everything about all of their great. That's
where the money trickles down.
That's where the money came from. Show a little respect.
Dude, you gotta show respect to the dollar, dude.
Yeah. Because our greats owe us money.
Dude.
That's why they don't want us to know who they are. They're hiding from us.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
they're evading taxes and shit.
The money I got from my papa, my dad was bummed because that was all he left. My grandpa left my brother and I money.
Okay,
he didn't leave my dad anything.
You don't do that,
and that's all he. But that's all he had.
Yeah,
he was just like, "Yo, I got 10 grand saved up for these 2, and that's it."
That's bigger though. Like being able to give it to your grandkids.
Definitely.
Like you don't given if you have money to give, and you have only a son. And you give and your son has children and stuff, and you give all that money to your son as a man, that's kind of gay.
It was kind of wild, too. I think it was more responsible. My pub-up knew that my dad was a problem.
Oh.
He was like, there's no way I'm giving 10 grand to Tommy.
Yeah.
That's an insane thing.
Yeah.
That money will be gone. And weirdly enough, I know what he was thinking. He's like, that money will be gone, like, paying fines or something. I'll be paying drug fines or alcohol.
He did it like you were a chip off the old block.
I literally took it and did the same thing. So like it's a bunch of people I didn't really know. My dad's cousin Robbie was there, and Robbie was clearly tripping. He was clearly fucked up. To a point where like anytime I talked to him, he was like, dude, I'm like, yo, this guy is wasted. I told my dad, I was like, I think there's something wrong with him. Like he seems fucked up. And my dad's like, yeah, he's on something. I just don't know what.
Yeah.
Know what. So then
because your dad, does he have an idea? Like he was an alcoholic, right?
Yeah, and he did a bunch of drugs. He did a bunch
psychedelics
of drugs.
too. He was
he
a
did
psychedelic
any
guy?
drug that he was more like a cocaine and booze guy. For a long time.
Because that typically when you are on a drug path, you're not like, again, he's a cocaine booze guy. You don't really have that much of a semblance of what like a mushroom weed guy is doing.
But he had dabbled big time.
Oh, we all dabbled.
At the end of his life, he was a alcohol, cocaine, meth guy. So that was his That was his.
Yeah, he kind of jumped over psychedelics.
Oh yeah, no, he fucking Jordan from the foul line to from fucking psychedelics. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna break the backboard. Yeah. I do not give a fuck.
Like he pole vaulted over the wall.
Yes, very much so. So we're sitting there, and Robbie is like, he's talking to people, and I can see people like getting uncomfortable. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is this guy's problem?
Yeah.
So we're sitting in the front row chairs, and Robbie's right behind us, and like, I can feel him like rocking behind me, and then
he could have been on ketamine.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
So then he leans forward, in between, like I'm sitting here and my dad's over here, in between my dad and I. He goes, "If he sits up out of that casket, I'm gonna shit in my fucking pants."
Oh my god, this is mushrooms or LSD.
Dude, and then he goes,
it's either mushrooms or LSD.
He's like, "I'm not kidding," and then just leans back, and that was it. And then,
I love Robbie. He's the man.
And then, so like my dad's like turning. It was the only time, honestly, in my life where I ever saw my dad be like, "Can you believe this fucking guy?"
Yeah.
Like my dad was always the guy where you're like, "Can you believe this fucking dude?"
Yeah, he paid it backwards.
Yeah, it was basically that guy. So then Robbie the whole time, like, you know, the fucking eulogies are read. And then Robbie is telling everyone that he thinks my papa might still be alive in the casket. And if he does wake up, he's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to do something. Like, just basically preparing for a zombie apocalypse.
He was prepared to lead, follow, or get out of the way.
Without a doubt.
Yeah.
So then they tell him he can't come to the burial. And he's like freaking out. He's like, well, what if something happens there?
Yeah.
I'm not going to be around. Like, dude,
yeah, I'm the only one making plans here.
He was like, I'm the only one making sense.
Yeah.
So then they send him away.
Send him away.
They sent him away
from a funeral. You ain't got to go home. Dude, but you got to get the hell out of this funeral.
He was flagged.
Yeah, he got flagged at a funeral.
So then
he got cut off.
Yeah, dude, he definitely was.
No more mourning for you. I think you had enough mourning. Okay?
86 Robbie. Yeah. So then we get in the car. We're driving to the fucking cemetery. We get there. Now, you know, like, I'm just like, you know, I'm with my dad and everybody, and my dad's like, he keeps looking down at his watch.
Mm-hmm.
He's like looking around us. He's like, I don't know where the fuck they are. I was like, who? He's like, well, you know, because your pub up was part of the Legion, and he paid like all these dues for like basically the VFW union, whatever. I don't even know how it works.
Yeah.
But he's like, he was, you know, he gets a military send off, and I was like, 21 guns. He's like, I absolutely have no fucking idea what they do. So we get there, and we're waiting, and the casket's there, and it's got like not a flag draped on it, but there is a flag on it. It honestly looked like someone just
like tossed it.
That's what cracked me up. There wasn't a flag draped on it. It was just on it, like someone's like, shit, the flag, fuck.
I know the way you said it kind of reminds me of, you know, when you go to the beach. Well, you don't know this because you're not a beach guy.
I love beach.
You're a beach guy?
I love the ocean. Hate sand.
In your jeans, you go to.
Yeah, I've been on.
Okay, so I think people that are like that go to the beach in not jeans might relate to this a little more. But when you first go to the beach, you're so excited to get in the water, you don't really set up your towel. You just throw your towel down and you just run to the.
Yeah, I get
like
that.
Somebody was like saving their space on the casket. Like, this is our casket. Like, this is our funeral.
There was an umbrella. There was a Coca-Cola beach umbrella. I was like, oh, damn. But no, it kind of looked like, you know how like when your mom says like make your bed and you just kind of throw the blankets like on it?
I get it.
It was very like haphazard, but like it looked like someone tried, but not hard.
I mean, I only get it because I very diligently made my bed every single time. So military.
Yep.
Bounce a quarter off.
Oh, dude, I make my bed every morning.
So do I.
I'm a big bed making guy. So then,
show me a picture of your bed right now. Show me the live feed of your bed right now. Prove this shit right now. We can go right next door and see how I made my bed. I bet it's phenomenal. Do you do the? I don't make it as tight as anymore.
I was gonna say, do you do the sheet fold down?
Nah, because like nobody appreciates it.
I do it for me. I do it for me.
So here's the deal. I don't get in bed first. Ainsley and I don't go to bed at the same time. Like, I stay up for a couple more hours.
Sure.
And she will get into a bed that is made like your Pop-Pop's casket was.
That's fucking wild to me.
Dude, she does not care.
Cannot do it.
Yeah, and she grew up in a military family.
That's nuts.
It is nuts.
I grew up drunk.
You know what I mean?
Like, the whole thing is I started making my bed because I would work late. And in my head, there's nothing worse than working your ass off late, then coming home to an unmade bed. Dude. No, thanks. Dude. No, thank you.
That's like Wolverine fighting Omega Red.
Yeah.
Like with all the tentacles and shit. You can't.
Fuck that.
No, you'll never win that battle.
Never. So
you have to make it. You have to make it.
You have to make it. So we're at the gravesite. The flag's like, just laying there. And my younger brother's like, man, he was about to go straighten it out. My dad's like, I don't know what they're doing with it. Just leave it. And my brother's like, oh, I would have just straightened it out. So we're sitting there. And dude, we sat in silence. Cause I was like, what happened next?
Yeah.
Where's the preacher guy? Where's
the preacher guy?
I was like, no, good. That was the thing too.
Where's the man of the cloth?
There was a guy at the funeral who was a priest.
Yeah.
Saying stuff. And I was like, Papa wasn't religious. Like, why is this guy here? It's like, oh, he came with the venue.
Yeah.
He came with the venue. It was like a package deal.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, where's that guy? So we're waiting. Dude, there's like maybe 10, 15 people just sitting in chairs. So it's like kind of looking around, like not knowing what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden in the distance, you see these two fucking like sailors, like in the white with the fucking... The collar and the fucking dick hats.
Yeah.
They're walking over. I'm like
Bazooka Joe's.
Yes. I was like, there's got to be it. There's got to be it.
Yeah.
So they're walking, and it's like, as they're getting closer, I'm like, these guys are fucking... Like, at the time, I think I'm 20 years old.
Okay.
These guys are just 18 years old.
Yeah.
They're the youngest sailors. Like, they just joined.
Yeah, they're the boys.
They're the boys.
Yeah.
So they're walking, and one guy trips over a tombstone, stumbles.
Goodness gracious. Yeah.
Stumbles, like, regains his...
Oh, one of the low ones.
Yeah, one of the little guys.
Little
guys.
Yeah.
And
the plaques.
Like, well, it might have been a child's grave. It might have been a child's gravestone. But, dude, he's walking, and he's got a bugle. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I wonder what they're going to do with that. My dad's like, I think they're going to play taps. I'm like, oh, that'll be heavy.
Yeah.
Because my dad was keeping it together the whole time.
Uh-huh.
And I was like...
He's moved by taps?
Yeah. Dude, well, I mean, playing taps at a fucking World War II soldier's funeral?
Yeah.
And fucking
taps
heavy. It's taps. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of crazy. So they show up there.
I don't know. I don't know if you know this, but taps, the song, is meant to mimic the cries of white men.
Oh, man, nails it.
That's how white men cry.
Well, I mean, it would have been like, Lord, Lord, Lord. The remix of is DJ Cal. Another one.
Another.
Motherfucking tap.
Drop the clue bomb.
Yeah, it's taps with a Z on the end of it.
Sabian Glover comes out. That was a deep cut.
That was a deep cut.
I'm not even explaining that. If you get it, you get it. If not,
it was good.
Yeah.
So this guy, they do the saluting. They come and like shake my hand and my dad's hand, my young brother's hand. And actually, they went down the line. I don't think they knew who was who.
Yeah.
But anybody who was sitting in that front little row, everyone got a handshake.
Dude, when you're dressed like the boys, you shake it. You're respectful to everyone.
And everyone was just like, we don't. Still at this point, we're like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So then they fold the flag, and dude. Again,
they had to like shake it out first.
They kind of did. I'll give it to them. They did the thing because like they went over to the flag and it's like crooked.
Yeah.
So then they straightened it and then they did it. And I was like, all right, thanks.
Dog, get it done.
Thank you.
Hell yeah, the boys.
So then they go to fold the flag. And again, these are, I don't know how long these guys have been in the service.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they took flag folding courses. Dude, the way they were doing it, like, because like when you watch a flag folding, it's very like robotic.
Yes,
like they're kind of doing it like that way, but you could see like one would do it and then like kind of like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
They were kind of doing it, but then they did the thing where they got to the middle and then they backed up a little.
Yeah. They start asking each other, is this a regulation flag?
Yeah, they're like, who did this?
Yeah.
So they finally get it in that nice little paper football shape.
Yeah.
They give it to my dad, and my dad's sitting there, and then they salute my dad, salute the casket, salute the American flag that was like flying at the churchyard.
Yeah. Give it up for Old Glory.
Dude brings the bugle up to his mouth, and I'm like, here we go.
Let's go.
Puts it up to his mouth.
Yeah.
Takes his other hand.
Uh-huh.
Pushes a button on the side of the bugle. Puts the bugle down by his feet. And the bugle plays taps.
Oh, my
like
God.
Like a Bluetooth speaker.
Oh, my God. He had a player bugle?
Dude. And he then they'd salute while taps is playing.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, everyone there was so vulnerable that if you just pretended to play taps, we would have never known. We would have never even motherfucking questioned
For sure.
At all.
Yeah, you can lip sync on a bugle.
Oh,
nobody
my God.
gets upset about that.
If you just calm.
Yeah.
Like made your cheeks get, but dude, if you don't even have to look like Louis Armstrong.
I would have did my cheeks the other way just to fuck what everybody said. Is he
dude,
sucking
honestly,
a bugle?
if he laid on his back and put the bugle up to his ass, I would have been like, yo.
Dude, that's less gay than sucking a bugle.
Straight up, he's got his mouth all the way down. Like, I don't think this guy knows how to play the fucking bugle. Dude, and the thing about taps is, taps, when it's played like the proper way, is long as fuck.
Yes.
Every note is like, it's so long.
Yeah.
So we're watching.
That's why you need a human to play so they can feel the crowd.
Straight up.
Yeah.
And know when to speed it up.
No one to speed it up. Yeah. Somebody give that bugle the light, please.
And then it's like, yo, I'm just gonna. I don't know. I'm scatting.
Yeah, you got scat.
I'm sorry. I got caught up in the moment.
Little.
So we're standing there while they're saluting, and it's playing down by his feet, and my dad is like looking over at me. He's like, "Fucking what?" Like he's like, what?
That's crazy.
So then the song ends, and then like the guy picks it up, and then it's starting to play. Dude.
Starting to play DMX.
It started to play Revelry.
Okay, so which one is Revelry?
Dude,
he had a bugle playlist. It didn't even have just the one song. No, it had a bugle playlist.
Dude, he picked it up and it was like, and tabs end. So like, and again, when tabs ends,
dude, good thing Robbie wasn't there.
Dude,
he would have thought that was summoning your grandpa to get up.
He would have elbow dropped the casket into the grave.
Man.
So we're just like, dude, taps ends and they, it's like the last tone was like, and then like it kind of fades out. And he puts his hands down, and then they do the turn thing. And then it's like, and he's like, dude, he grabbed it like, but he also tried to do it like robotically, like, fucking God.
Dude, he had like a military issued playing the wrong song. Fix it.
I honestly thought it was going to be like, few times I've been around that track. I love No Doubt.
Dog, if that was a black funeral, the second song would have been the Electric Slide.
Oh, dude. You can feel it.
It's electric. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Yeah, dude, Robbie would have lost his shit. Yeah.
So then, like they pick it up and they start walking away. And my dad's like sitting there, he's like, oh, and like my dad's like, all right, so now, like, do everything was like, now what?
Yeah.
Like, now what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
So then we're sitting there, and then, like, we keep looking over at the fucking dudes, and you can see one of the guys giving the other guy shit. Like, the guy's like, you didn't, like, what are you doing? Like,
yeah. You hit play off?
Dude, like,
that's crazy.
It's on shuffle? Like, what are you doing?
You put the bugle on shuffle at a funeral? Yo, bugle on shuffle, dog.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
So then we're sitting there, still sitting, just like waiting and waiting and waiting. And then, like, again, people are like doing the thing where like they're just like, oh, now what? do? And my dad's like, I don't know. And then out of nowhere, like, not a preacher, not a guy who's dressed well.
Yeah.
I think it was like just a groundskeeper.
Okay.
Comes out like there's like another truck where you could definitely tell like where the dirt was piled. Mm-hmm. And this is also a cemetery too. They didn't use there was no tread marks where a backhoe had been used. I think they hand dig it. Dude, there was no tread marks. There was nowhere to, like the way the funeral plot was already set up because my papa bought it after my mama had died.
Yeah.
There was no possible way they could use a pack. Like I don't know. That's
crazy. We don't have just a grave digging machine that just like
you think
like pops it out.
Nope. They use like at least most things I've seen. They've used a backhoe. They use like a little like fucking bobcat backhoe thing.
So they have to actually plant new grass on top of that.
Yeah, sometimes they do. Yeah,
because I would imagine that, like, in my mind, there was a grave digging machine that kind of like got up a layer of grass, like.
Oh, you thought that was the thing?
Yeah, and then dug the thing out.
Sidney, you're living
too
far in the future.
I'm in the future.
Stop living.
Dude, I got to take this jacket off. I'm too far into the future, man.
So
I thought that for years. By the way,
I mean that's a great idea.
Yeah,
but it's not that way.
Damn,
we don't have that technology.
Yeah, that's how people die in the Jetsons.
Yeah.
That was a George Jetson funeral. Yeah.
Very, very efficient. But we're sitting there, and this guy, like, kind of comes like over the side, and like my pop-up's casket is on this, like, you know, the thing with the belts that like lowers it into the grave.
Yeah.
So like, again, no one's doing anything, and this guy like kind of comes over and he's like, hello, sorry for your loss, like kind of like just. To everyone because he doesn't know who is who.
Yeah, yeah.
And he does this thing where he like kicks back on just nonchalantly, like the coolest move ever. He's like,
yeah,
hey, how you doing? All right. Dude, it's the thing that starts lowering him into the
He knows
ground.
That was a cool move.
Dude, without a doubt.
He knows that was a cool move.
He walked off snapping.
Yeah.
Like, he was I fucking nailed it.
Yeah.
So then we're watching it go down, and my dad's like, I wanted to like throw some dirt. Like I thought I wanted to do like, again, my dad's like living in this world where like you throw the handful of dirt.
Yeah, movie funerals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my dad gets up real quick and he just like grabs, dude, he grabs like a pile of like wet
mud. He grabs a pile of mud.
And dude, he does the thing where he kind of tries to make it like, you know, spread out,
yeah,
like, you know,
be like
disperse. You know, like beautiful dust in the wind.
Yeah.
Dude, he throws it, and this ball hits the top. Donk.
It's like a cow pie.
Dude, it was just like clonk.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like, oh.
He pranked your dad.
Dude,
that's bad boy stuff.
Dude, and then everyone just gets up, and my dad's like, Jesus fucking Christ. And we're getting back in the car. And then the couple that weren't even supposed to be there.
Yeah.
They come over, and they're like, my dad's like, oh, thank you guys for coming. You know, you didn't have to stay.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do that. I appreciate, you know, that my dad would have like enjoyed you being here. He's and the guy's like, I'm a service member myself. He starts going in all the shit he had done. He's like, yeah, I was in the army during the Second World War, all this stuff. And then he goes, hey, you're going to be a reception? And my dad's like, yes. He's like, yeah. She's driving me nuts. If I don't get food in this bitch, like she's gonna murder me. My dad's like, yeah, come on. So dude, they just come to dude. They had their whole day planned for a funeral.
Yeah.
And it didn't work out the way they wanted it to, but they still got.
But yes, it did.
They still got the funeral experience.
But yes, it did.
They got the fucking funeral, the burial, and the reception.
Yeah. That's crazy because they could have been seasoned funeral crashers.
Oh, dude, no one would have questioned them.
Yeah,
no one would have.
Because they handled that perfectly.
I mean,
wow, we're at the wrong spot.
The guy, if that was their plan, dude, a hummingbird couldn't have caught them at work. The way they acted was so like the guy being like, shit, I fucked up, and the way she was like, I don't want to be here. Why are we even staying?
Oh yeah,
this is insane. Dude, he was like, "Shut up, show some respect."
Dude,
everything worked perfectly. It was so good. It was so good. But yeah, that's the most most military-ish funeral I've ever been to.
Okay.
In my life.
So now, I'm sure you probably hashed this plenty of times on podcasts, but the 2 DUIs in a week.
Yes.
We gotta know.
That's old. So
I know that I realize that.
I'll give you the cliff notes.
Yeah.
So the first DUI, I was at a party in Westchester, and the party was thrown none other than Bam Margera.
Oh.
My girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
Her older brother was one of these dudes that, I'd never seen anything like it before. Good dude, nice guy. But really his life was like pestering celebrities.
Gotcha.
Not in like a stalk way, not in a threatening way, not in a malevolent or malicious way in any way, shape, or form. But he would pester celebrities almost into submission, into getting involved with them.
Okay.
I have met more when I was in my late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
I had met more musicians and television stars than I had ever thought I would, because he would just email the right people. Like, dude, it was wild.
Some people just have a knack for that.
Dude, he was a master. He
Yeah.
was a master at it. So he gets in good with Bam Margera and his whole crew and all this shit. We go to a party at Bam's house.
But it does seem like the barriers to entry for that crew were a little low.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But this is, keep in mind, a little low.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, this is 2005. Bam Margera is on top. Like,
so the Jackass movie had already hit in 98, right?
No, that was like maybe 99, 2000.
99, okay.
Dude, they're at the top of the game. He's doing Viva La Bam, or he hasn't even done Viva La Bam yet. He's still riding the Jackass fucking tidal wave that is unstoppable. So we go to his house. Everything, like, free booze. I'm cutting it up with fucking whoever. I'm talking to members. Guar was there. I'm talking to members of them. I'm having a great fucking time. And I get fucking hammered. As you do.
It's a festive event.
So I remember at one point in time, I'm standing on the deck and I'm like looking out, like, just like, and this is at Castle Bam in Westchester. So there's like, this big sprawling countryside shit, very rural. I'm like, man, it looks like the sun's coming up. And this guy is just like, dude, it's 6:30 in the morning. I was like, fuck. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. He's like, no, dude, I was like, fuck. Now, I knew if I went and slept on a couch, no one would wake me up. They'd just be like, whatever. Eventually, someone.
You think you'd still be there?
I think someone would just be like, yo, get the fuck out of here eventually.
Yeah.
But I also knew if I fell asleep on a couch, I was definitely gonna not be able to get to work. I don't know where I'm at in Westchester.
Yeah.
I don't know how to get home, really.
And that is I think that is one of your greatest attributes, but during the time when you were drinking, probably one of your most fatal flaws is you always went to work.
Oh, yeah.
No matter what the situation was,
Never
no matter what we all
me.
did the night before, no matter how early you left the next day, you always got to work on time.
I always got to work on time and then continued to be drunk.
Which is crazy to me. Call off.
There is one thing that any employer, I guaranteed every employer. I was like, look, I may not be good at this. Here's one thing I'll always be on time. I'll never be late, and I'll always come in when I'm scheduled to work. I might even come in when I'm not scheduled, thinking I'm scheduled. Like, you don't have to worry about that.
I'll always show up. Sometimes I'll be a little bit of a handful.
I will always show up. You will have to send me home.
Yeah,
like,
multiple times.
And I'll go.
You might have to send me home multiple times in a shift.
Yeah.
I might be so drunk, like, oh my God, I'm late for work. And like go back to work and get sent home again.
It's funny you mentioned that. It's funny you mentioned that. It wasn't sent home. I was working at a bar in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
I already lived here. Dude, at work, and I'm drinking on the job.
Of
There's
course.
not a job I haven't drank on. Didn't matter if I worked in the supermarket. Didn't matter if I was dog walking. Didn't matter.
That orphanage you worked at.
I was drinking. I was getting fucked
Yeah,
up.
back when you were an air traffic controller.
Yeah. I'm using my. You're like, get off the tarmac. I'm like, yeah, this is fucking sick. But I was working at a bar. We closed. Closing up. I had already been drunk. So I'm now that we're bars closed, I'm fucking knocking back several, because like we had margaritas on tap and no one ever drank, dude. And I made the margarita mix. I'm like, I know exactly what to put it in. I'm fucking crushing.
Do you know that like that trended margarita song that was happening for a little while? It was like only chicks sang it. It was like a chick song, and it was like, you give me one margarita and I'm bending and bend. You give me two margaritas and I open my legs. You give me three margaritas.
I'm unaware.
But if you don't mind me asking, I'm curious what your margarita progression is. So Ryan with one margarita, he does what?
One margarita, I'm punching my dick.
Two margaritas?
I'm punching a bitch.
And three margaritas?
I'm taking a shit.
Do not give that man any more margaritas. Cut that man off of margaritas right now.
I'm my pants right now. And I'm wearing a sombrero that nobody had. Like, how did that get there?
He made a sombrero.
Just straws in my hair. So I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And I remember, like, my manager, he counts the money, gives me my payout. And this is also a time where, like, the bar I worked at the time, dude, I was working 16-hour days.
Okay.
And maybe making $30 in cash.
Goodness gracious.
The payout was so substantial. And the only reason I was there is because the guy who hired me, he's like, he knew me. Mm-hmm. He wanted me to help open the bar. He didn't want to have to train anybody.
Yeah.
And they were like, dude, we'll try and get you more money. Like, they wanted to make a new position as like a bar back manager. Like, so you could be on management pay. It's like, dude, it's criminal how, like, and the only reason I stayed there is because, one, I had been fired like less than 2 months prior.
Hell yeah.
And two, I told the management, I was like, yo, if you are not going to pay me, I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
And they're like, what does that mean? I'm like, you take it any way you want. And fun just meant drinking.
Fun is a very subjective term.
Dude,
so.
and it was the Wild West. Dude, everyone there. How we even operated that bar when it was in the beginning of it being open is insane.
Yeah,
it's insane. So
and bar restaurant culture is already insane.
It's already
even when it's
crazy.
efficient.
This was, dude, it was the Delta House of fucking bar, dude. It was insane. So he gives me my money. I'm like, fuck, whatever. And I'm like, drinking. And then I'm like, I'm getting out of here. I remember calling an Uber. Mm-hmm. I remember calling the Uber. So then I get in the Uber.
It would be hilarious if you were so drunk you got a DUI in an Uber.
Oh, dude, this is bordering that.
Yeah.
I get in the Uber, get home, go in my room, and I like lay down on my bed. I'm still in my clothes. And then I fucking wake up and I see on my phone that it's 4:00 in the morning. Now this is that, or no, it's 4:30. Sorry, 4:30.
Yeah.
Now this is that special time of year where 4:30 in the morning kind of looks like 4:30 at night. It was dark, but
so
not totally
like winterish.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I am late for fucking work. Fuck.
Damn.
Call another Uber. Get in the Uber. Go back to work. My manager is like sitting at the bar, like getting stuff, and I'm like, pounding, like, let me in, holy shit. And he's like, what? Opens the door. I'm like, dude, I started taking off my jacket. I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. I'm fucking late, man. I'm sorry, dude. I know we're dead in here. And he's like, what?
Damn.
Dude. And I remember, like, at this point in time, like, I'm not even drunk. I'm just like so wired. I'm like, shit. I started like putting the bar like back to, he's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sorry I'm late, dude. I'm never late. He's like, are you fucking with me right now?
Yeah.
You just left an hour ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you fucking with me right now?
You're lucky he didn't report you.
Dude, he was just like,
you would have got a UUI. He could have got you a UUI, which is crazy.
I looked at him, I was like, are you kidding me? He's like, no. And I like stopped. He's like, are you all right? And dude, I remember pouring myself another margarita. I'm like, I'll figure it out. I walked outside. I called. There was a lady I was messing around with at the time who lived not that far from there.
Yeah, yeah.
And I didn't text her, called her, and I was like, I'm Hail Marrying now.
Yeah.
So she answers. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Hey, can I just crash at your place? We don't need to, I don't need to do anything. I'm not looking for, this isn't booty call. This is me asking if I can just crash."
Yeah.
She's like, "Yeah, what's up?" I'm like, "Oh, I fucking came back to work." She's like, "What do you mean you came back to work?" I'm like, "I left at 3. I thought 4:30 in the morning was 4:30 at night." She's like,
Yeah.
"Just come here." Dude, I walked
You
there.
sheltered in place.
Dude, I walked there and I sat down on her couch and she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "I don't even know."
Yeah.
Dude, and then the next day.
You were like a wayward tourist.
So the next day I had work.
Yeah.
I go home after crashing there, go home, get changed, get dressed, take a shower, come back to work. And I walk in, this guy Trevor who hired me, he's like, "Dude," he's like, "I almost kind of don't want you to work today." I was like, "Why?" He's like, "You tried working." You literally did something I've never seen anyone do. He's like, "You, at no point in time, were like, I'm too fucked up to come in."
Yeah.
I was like, that's not in my lexicon of thought.
Yeah.
There is no too fucked up. I could be dying. And they'd be like, I'd be like, "No, I have to go to work."
Yeah.
I'm like bleeding or I'm just like high on dude, I've been so wasted where I'm like, I gotta go.
You can't teach that level of grit.
It's fucking retarded though, dude. It's so I know people who've called when I've been at work and been working, answered the phone, they're like, "Hey, I can't come in. I'm like so hungover, I'm so wasted, I'm like," and in my head, I never give them shit, but I am like, grow up.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
by the way, Chris can't come in because he's a bitch. You're a bitch, right? That's what's happening. You're a bitch.
Dude, I the amount of times I've just been like, "Yo, Dave's not coming in." They're like, "Why?" He's like, "He says he's sick," and everyone knows what that means. They're not like, unless there's a bug going around.
Yeah.
Everyone knows "Oh, I'm too sick." It's like, dude, you just are either too drunk or too hungover. Just say you can't make it because of that. Don't lie. Don't do the fucking.
Yeah.
Everyone knows, dude. But yeah, there's never been a point in time where I've ever been like, "Dude, I can't even see straight. I probably should not cut up lines yet."
Yeah.
I'm like,
I can't see straight. I'm gonna walk diagonally to work.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I used to tell managers all the time, if it was a place I was working at that you got a shift meal, if I would tell them if you see me come in and immediately get my shift meal,
Yeah.
I'm gonna work. Just give me 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Give me a minute to finish the food and try to get my bearings straight.
Dude, so you show up drunk at work, I'm gonna need an advance on my shift meal.
Yeah, I literally just order it right away.
You start getting it delivered to your house before you leave.
I'm in the car just, I needed it. Just dog me, dude. I would tell people that all the time. I'm like, "Yo, you if I come in and start working immediately, I may be tipsy.
Yeah.
But I know what I'm doing. But if I come in and order my shift meal immediately, just give me a minute. I will do. You make the call whether to send me home or not. You can send me home, but I'm still here to work. I'm still gonna do my job. I'll get everything done you need me to get done.
So now the first DUI. How'd you get the first DUI?
So the first DUI,
that was the party. You're at the party. At 6:30.
So I'm like, fuck. And luckily, this guy Paul and my girlfriend's brother were still there. And I told Paul, I'm like, "Yo, I don't know where the fuck I'm at." He's like, "Just follow me because we're going back the same way. And once you get back towards King of Prussia,
do your thing."
Yeah. So I get in the car, start it up. I'm following Paul, and then I remember starting my car, and then it does that thing where I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm driving a car, dude."
Yeah.
I was just on the highway,
and
I'm like, "Where the fuck am I?" I'm like, "Oh my god, how long have I been driving, dude?" I completely went into autopilot, blacked out. I'm on the highway, and I'm like, the car jerks because I'm coming to. I'm like, "Oh my god." I'm like, "Okay," and I'm still in a part of the air. I'm like, I don't know where I'm at, and I just keep driving. I'm looking around. Then I see the King of Prussia Mall. I'm like, okay, I know where I'm at now. So
you're on 202.
202, but I'm like, I can see where 422 is. And I'm like, I wish I could just get right. No. I'm like, I hope I'm not going the wrong way. I was like, if I'm going to Exton, I'm going to be so pissed
You're
off.
going back to band.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
Here for the party. It's party time.
Like, it was at 4:30. Good God. So then I finally get on, now I'm going westbound on 422. I'm where I need to be. I get off of the Royersford exit, and I come up, Lewis Road, and I see the McDonald's. I'm like, I'm just going to go into the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Now, looking back on this is how it's so crazy. If I had just done one thing differently, I wouldn't have gotten this first DUI.
Crazy.
I remember like slowing down, like I'm thinking about parking and going in and eating.
Gotcha.
But I was like, no, I'll just go through the drive-thru. Just go through the drive-thru, and then I'll drive up.
I'm loving this.
It should have been like, nah. I was like, I'll go through the drive-thru, and then I'll drive up Church Street. My buddy Sean lives on Church Street. I'll just crash at his house until I have to get up and go home and then fucking go to work.
Yeah.
So I go through the drive-thru, get my Egg McMuffin, my hash browns, and a huge orange juice. No problem. Go out of the drive-thru, pull back onto Lewis, make that fucking left, turn right on Church Street, and I'm cruising. I'm like, I'm home free.
Yeah. I mean, you have like 2 minutes left in a 45-minute drive.
Straight up. I take a bite of my McMuffin. I'm like, man, that's great. And then
you got an EUI, eating under the influence.
I put it down, and then it drops out of my hands, and I'm like, oh. And I go down to get my, again, delicious McMuffin.
Yeah.
And I look up, and I'm sideswiping two cars. Just the most sideswiping. And the 1992 Buick Skylark I was driving had this weird feature that there were no airbags. Not like that.
Every time you steered into a car, it just went into it. It's a crazy feature my car had.
Very unpopular. But if you were in any type of collision, you couldn't shift the shifter. Like I couldn't back up, or like I couldn't even done a hit and run if I wanted to.
Gotcha.
So like my car was stopped.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and I'm on Church Street.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck. And these people are coming out of their house like, oh my God, are you okay? And I'm standing there. I'm like, I'm fine, actually. Like, if we could just, fuck. If you want to help me back, I was like, if you can back me up, get me out of here, we'll sort all this out.
Help me bang out the dents of these cars.
It was kind of like, hey, let's just sort this out with our insurance. We don't have to. We don't have to bring anybody here. And of course, they called the fucking ambulance. They called an ambulance.
That's how banged up you were?
No, I was fine. I was just like, I'm fine. The cars were fucked up.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's how drunk you were.
I think what they did is they saw how fucked up the cars were. They assumed that I had like been concussed.
Gotcha.
And I was like,
because of the way you were talking.
I was probably like, yes, if you want, we can just get out.
Because you didn't smell like alcohol. You smelled like Egg McMuffin.
I smelled like beautiful breakfast sandwiches.
Yeah.
So they call an ambulance, and of course, along with the ambulance comes a fucking cop car.
Yeah, they thought you were having a mixed stroke.
I took a bite out of my crash brown. I was double McFucked, dude. So the cop comes up to me, and like I'm kind of doing that thing where I'm like talking with my hand over my mouth.
Of course.
Trying, like, dude.
Like you were talking into a wall.
Yeah. I was like, I'm part of this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who did this.
I said we're going to leave this alone. Just come back later.
We should never investigate any of this. So the cop's talking to me, and he goes, and like just takes a whiff. And he's like, you been drinking? I was like, I was last night. And I told him, I was like, I was last night. He's like, where you come from? I was like, I was in Westchester. And I'm like, and I kind of did. I was like, I drove from Westchester to here, and I went through a drive-through, and I'm clearly of sound mind. Like I just made the mistake, and I was like, I looked down, take a bite of my sandwich. I looked up, I was sideswiping two cars, and he's like, all right, and he gave me a field sobriety test, which I passed.
Okay,
and he's like, I want to administer a breathalyzer. And looking back, I don't know if I could have said no or should have said no. I don't really.
You could
either way, I was just
no.
like, I was in my head, I'm like, let's get this over with.
Yes.
Let's just can we just move the fuck on?
That's the asking you to take a field sobriety test is the field sobriety test.
Straight up.
If you say yes, you're going to jail.
Dude, I said yeah. Passed it. Didn't I?
Okay.
The field sobriety test? The
the
that whole thing?
Yeah.
The breathalyzer.
Asking the person to take a breathalyzer is part of the field sobriety test.
I should have said no. But I said yeah. And I was over. And he's like, you are definitely over the legal limit. And I was like, fuck.
Could an Egg McMuffin do that?
And I was like, maybe it was the orange juice. I was like, they put wild shit. So that was the first one. That was the first DUI. And what is wild is that I was processed but not jailed.
Gotcha.
So wrote me a fine, had my car towed. My car, though, was towed to a local lot. My car wasn't totaled.
Gotcha.
My car was still drivable.
Okay.
The cars it hit were fucked up.
Yeah.
My Buick Skylark fucking tank. Totally fine. So, license, still have my license, still have my car.
Yeah.
I got a DUI, but no jail time, nothing like that. Maybe a fine. I don't know what the fines are coming, but I know I did it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. I have a stack of citations. What's done is done. Fast forward 6 days later. I'm at my buddy Sean's house, the house I was headed to. We're drinking. We're having a good time. Now, earlier that month, before the first DUI, I had found a dead possum and smashed it on my buddy John's windshield just for fun.
Too old to be doing that at this point.
Well, I'm 20. I'm 20 years old. I think you're at the right time. So...
Wait, you were in that very classic time of age where you're smashing possums?
Yeah. Straight up, it's roadkill. It's fun.
Everybody knows that old chestnut. that time in your life when you're just smashing possums on your friend's property. 20s, early 20s.
Early 20s. So Sean and I are drinking, and I'm like, oh, it'd be fun. Because, John wasn't there that night. I was like, it'd be fun if we drove to John's house and we fucking smashed another dead animal on his car.
Of course.
And Sean's like, yeah, where are you going? I was like, actually, he's like, where are you going to find another fucking dead? I was like, I didn't see any roadkill out front. Like, I'm not going. I was like, actually, on Main Street, I saw a dead raccoon. Like, let's take it and go. And Sean's like, down.
Yeah.
So Sean grabs a Nordstrom bag and we start heading out the house. And
dude, the irony of going to collect roadkill in a Nordstrom bag. Like, the class clash that is happening right there is so poetic. That is insane. Oh my God.
A paper Nordstrom bag.
Yeah.
And then as we're leaving, Sean grabs up, and to this day, he would never be able to tell you why.
Yeah.
I can't tell you why, but for whatever reason, he grabs a bicycle helmet and puts it on his head. Okay. We get in my car. We drive up to where the roadkill. Now, this is where it's so crazy. We should have been stopped right then and there. We parked, I put my four-ways on in the middle of the street while Sean is kicking with his foot a dead animal into a paper bag wearing a helmet. This isn't. This also isn't 2:00 in the morning or anything. This is maybe 11:30 at night. There are still cars driving around, and how no one stopped to be like, "Hey, we're calling the police," or a police cruiser in general just patrolling Royersford. Didn't happen.
Well, none of this is illegal, technically,
but it raises questions.
It raises questions.
If we had been questioned, we were like, "Fuck, we're bad."
This is definitely side-eye behavior,
straight up. So we get the roadkill, and then we start on the trek. Now, John lives outside of Oaks. So we're on Black Rock Road and Egypt Road.
Yeah.
Driving. And, dude, those roads are windy. They're dark. They're
small. They're small, too.
Very small. Dude, I remember at one point in time there was a one-lane bridge that I think I went over that one-lane bridge at maybe 70 miles an hour.
That's crazy.
Just flying. Dude, I'm flying. I'm just having a good time.
You're lucky you didn't take the bridge with you.
Dude,
you know what I mean? That's crazy.
That paper bridge.
Yeah, dude. It's for people to know what these bridges are.
They're
you know what I mean? They're
terrible.
Yeah.
So we're getting to where the turn off of Black Rock Road is to go onto the street that then leads to John's like housing complex.
Yeah.
We go past it. We're getting up to it, and I drive like a little bit past it. Sean's like, "Yo, you missed a turn." I'm like, "The fuck, I did." And I remember pulling the e-brake and dude, not even thinking about how fast I was going, and
or how furious you were.
Dude, I was drifting.
You were fast and furious. Oh my god!
And we were almost walkers, dude.
Yeah, yes.
We were almost paralyzed walkers.
Yeah.
Dude, I fishtail, and then at that point in time, when my car like fishtails, I'm like, fuck, I'm not that in control here.
Yeah.
Dude, we start driving through this yard right at the corner, and I remember being like, oh, fuck. And I'm like trying to like straighten us out to get us back on the road.
Yeah.
But like I'm fucking going at like 70 fucking miles an hour, and my car's all over the place. I can't get back on the road. And I remember we hit this embankment, and the car shoots up and flies through the air.
Yeah.
And I remember Sean being like, "Shane, are you fucking serious, dude?"
Yeah.
While we're midair, and we slam like a fucking missile into this porch.
Holy shit.
The fucking front pillar of the porch slams into the windshield, like breaks the windshield. Sean launches headfirst into the windshield and breaks on the other side with the helmet, spider webbing.
That's crazy. Thank God he had that helmet on.
He would have totally been dead. Or
Yeah.
if not dead, fucked up forever.
Yeah, you guys were hazardous dukes.
Straight. Dude, we were loose dukes, dude.
Yeah, you guys were.
So, and there was Duke in my pants, I'll fucking tell you that. So, he slams in to the windshield, the pillar slams it, dude, and it's like breaking through that weird, like everything was in slow motion. So it's breaking through. I can see that weird plastic film that is in windshields now. That's like bending. The roof of the fucking porch falls on top of the hood of the car. Damn. Or the roof of the car. The windows break out on either side.
Was this fucking directed by Michael Bay?
Dude.
This is crazy.
So then, like, as we're falling, like, the car is, like, jostling forward, and then it slams down. And then when that happens, I don't know what was on the other side of the porch, but something fell back and busted the back windshield out.
Man, listen, I would never want to be in this position that you're in right now, but I'm envious. Like every guy wants to be in some sort, like walk away from this.
So then we're sitting there and I'm looking down, dude. I'm looking down. So I'm this close to the fucking steering wheel now. And I'm like, why am I this close to the fucking steering? What we hit pushed like the engine block back into the dash.
Yeah.
Which then pushed everything just closer to me.
Holy shit.
So then I'm looking at Sean and I'm like, yo, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I fucking did. And he's like, dude, what are we going to fucking do?
Yeah.
Like the first question was like, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
He pushes himself out of the car. I get out, like, and I'm like pushing the door. It's like whining. It's like, I'm like trying. So then the first thing I think is like, oh fuck, we drove into somebody's fucking house.
Mm-hmm.
And I go to the front door. This is like a side door.
Yeah.
I'm like knocking on the, like, excuse me. Hello? Like, just, it's an abandoned house. There's no one lives there. I mean, it's still somebody's house, but no one's home.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we might be good.
Yeah.
We might be good. I think I can get the fuck away from them. There was no way I'm getting away from them. My car was lodged in a porch.
Yeah.
The front and back axles have no idea. Both broken. And the front tires were completely popped. Dude, the whole, like, if, let's just say I had managed to move my car, I would have gotten I just would have moved it into the fucking yard.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
So Sean takes the bag of roadkill and throws it over.
That's hilarious, by the way. That
he's still holding it. Still holding it.
Yeah.
Throws the bag of roadkill over a fence.
Because that's the evidence you need to get rid of.
Well, he throws it over the fence.
Crazy.
Which, keep in mind, we're in a yard, so him throwing it over the fence just puts it in the front yard, front of the yard. So we're like there. My car is like a fucking just smoldering heap of bullshit, and I'm like trying to push, and I'm losing my fucking mind. I'm like getting more and more angry. I'm like, I'm going to fucking prison.
Yeah,
like I'm fucked. Like, I know I've been drinking. I know they're gonna smell it. I know we're fucked. So then this fucking car drives by. Dude, we're in the middle of fucking nowhere. And like about minutes of like what seems like 10, 15, 20 minutes have gone by. Nobody's on the street. It's like no one's around. This car drives by and he like stops at the fucking stop sign at the corner. And like my car, like the four ways are on. I don't know why I put the four ways on, but there's smoke coming from the engine block. And this guy like gets out, I was like, hey, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, we're totally fine. Everything's cool. Just had like we avoided, I think I said like we avoided some animal or something. Like, yeah, we're waiting for
it. Next time hit the animal.
I said, we're waiting for a tow truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay. You know what? I don't know where that tow truck's going to be, but I have some people who could help you.
Yeah.
Of course.
He called the cops.
He's an off-duty cop.
Oh, my God.
He calls the on-duty cops.
Yeah.
They show up.
I have some people that can help you.
They show up.
I love that guy.
Dude,
that guy's hilarious.
He sucks.
Oh my God.
So they show up. As they show up, I am in the and now I know him because he comes over. He starts talking.
Yeah.
And he has a walkie-talkie, and I'm like, oh no. I'm roped.
Yeah.
I'm so fucked. I start getting mad. I'm punching my car. I'm trying to get it out. I'm like, dude, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. The guy's like, where are you gonna go? Like, there's no way you're driving. He's trying to be rational as fuck. No, I think I can get it out. Honestly, I think if I just do this, like, I'm like still trying to start my car, not going anywhere. Police show up as I'm taking this pillar that is stuck in the windshield out and throwing it over my shoulder with one arm, punching my fucking car. The cop's like, what are you doing? Stop, put your hands up. And I'm like, fuck. Cop approaches me and he's like looking at me. He's like, you been drinking tonight? I was like, yep. Yeah, I have. He's like, okay. I'm gonna ask you to say the alphabet. I'm like, no need.
Yeah.
I think I was just like, we don't need to do this.
Yeah.
I was like, I have been. I was like, I know I'm in trouble. He's like, yeah, that's a safe bet.
Mm-hmm.
So
can you look at the car and skip the alphabet?
But
please?
he was very aggressive. Like he was like very worried about everything going on.
Yeah.
So he takes me, puts me like in handcuffs, like pretty much right away. Takes me, puts me in the back of the squad car. So I'm like, fuck. And I remember doing that thing. Like I think most people who have ever been handcuffed and in the back of a squad car, because this isn't my first rodeo doing that either, but like every time I have been, I do that thing where I'm like, I bet I can break these guys.
You gotta try. You gotta try. It's insane, dude. If you don't try, there is something seriously wrong.
Very wrong with you, dude.
Crazy.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm doing the thing. I'm like, I wonder if this is it. I wonder if this is like where I find out I'm like fucking Colossus. I can do whatever. So I'm sitting there, and I'm watching the other cop who didn't put me in handcuffs. The cop who put me in handcuffs, he's like searching around, but there's another cop talking to Sean while Sean is still wearing the bicycle helmet, just kind of doing this. And then the cop who handcuffed me, because they found weed, but they couldn't, because Sean took the weed that he had and threw it. Mm-hmm. They eventually found the weed. But what canceled out the weed?
The raccoon.
They found the bag with the raccoon in it.
Yeah, trying to tell the raccoon to stop smoking weed.
They were like, oh, they found the pipe in the bowl.
Yeah.
And they were like, they couldn't prove whether that was art, but they were like making assumptions.
Of course.
So this is later coming from Sean. He's like, they found it, and Sean's like, that's not mine. Like, that's not mine. Yeah. He's like, what about his? I was like, that's not his. He doesn't even smoke weed. And I didn't.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, not that time. I was like, I don't have it. Sean's like, that's not his, not mine. He's like, oh, well, what's this over here? What's this?
Oh, well, obviously that's mine.
And then, and Sean's like, I don't know what that is. The guy's like, oh, you don't know what it is? You know? And he opens it, and apparently the guy's like, holy fuck. And then everyone was like, what is it? What is it? Like, oh, it has nothing to do with that. I don't know what the fuck's going on with this shit. And the guy's like, what's it? He's like, it's a dead fucking animal. He's like, what? And Sean's like, why would we have a dead? Sean's like, why would we have a dead animal? Like, what are you talking about? So then the cop who put me in the handcuffs gets in the car. He's like, yo, what's going on tonight? And I was like, clearly, like, I've been drinking, driving. He's like, no, something else is going on tonight. I want to know what's going on. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's like, we can do this the easier way or the hard way.
Trust me, this is the hard way.
And I was like, I don't know. He's like, honestly, he's like, when I drove up, you threw pillar over your shoulder. That pillar's got to weigh like $110.
Yeah.
You did that with like one arm. Like he thought I was on PCP. He thought I was like juiced up. He thought I was fucking wild.
Yeah.
And because of the dead, he just was trying to connect anything.
He didn't realize that you were like a big brother trying to not get in trouble.
Yeah, he didn't know that just how mad I was. I was just furious.
That's like the second ridiculous strength when you're like a mom trying to save your baby or a big brother trying to not get in trouble.
Yeah, I was trying so hard not to get in
trouble.
Yeah. So he's like, I guess we're doing the hard way. He takes me to Phoenixville Hospital.
Mm-hmm.
They take me in a room. I guess he tells like orderlies and nurses that like I may be on PC. Dude, they sit me in a chair and they strap me in. Almost, it looked like an electric chair.
Yeah, you're Hannibal Lecter.
And then they bring in these orderlies.
Put a mask on your face.
And they're just like, please don't. Like, hey, we're just here to help. Please. I'm like, I'm not on anything.
Yeah.
So, dude, they take my blood, and then they leave me sitting there, and then I'm like there for like maybe like, dude, like half an hour, just like what the fuck is happening? And then I can see the cop. So there's like that long like window in a door, like in the hospital door. And I see the cop out there, and he's like looking in. And then they come into this other room where there's like a plate glass window where they're like I can see them, and the doctor's like going over paperwork. He's just like, just kind of doing this, and the cop's like taking it and looking at it. He's like, comes in, he's like, you need anger management is what you need. I was like, okay. I was like, did you find any drugs? He's like, there's apparently no drugs. It's just booze. So I am then. Sean, whom of which I did not know, because they took me to the hospital.
Yeah.
They also took Sean to the hospital.
Okay.
Sean, I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. The cop leads me out, and Sean's mom is in the waiting room. Sean had called his mom, and I'm released into her custody.
That's crazy.
And he's just like, and he hands, dude, the stack of fucking papers he hands me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he's like, yeah. He's like, I was blown away that I was not jailed.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so like, I'm going to jail. Dude, didn't go to jail, and then to supplement that, I was like, I guess I'm gonna be all right. Like, you know, like they're just gonna combine these charges, and that'll be fun. Dude, they tried them separately, but it's in the same trial.
Like the two DUIs.
So when I went to the first DUI, I hadn't even been tried yet for the first one.
Gotcha.
When I showed up for the first one, the judge was like, what's this I hear about you getting in another situation? He's like, what is this?
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? And then he tries to combine them, and they do. I can't remember what they did. But then I was like,
you showed up for another case. I'm late for court. You're drunk. Like, oh my God, I'm late. I'm so
it's 4:30. Dude, yeah. So, long story short, I was looking at originally 6 years.
Okay.
In jail.
Yeah.
Not prison, jail.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't go to jail for 6 years. This is crazy. And then 6 years got down to 3 months. And I was like, they're doing all this shit. One thing that saved me was it was the first time I'd ever been, this was the first time I ever got underage drinking.
Yeah.
I was really good at running away from, I've never been popped for that.
Yeah.
I was 20 years old. I wasn't 21.
Yeah.
That also helped.
Okay.
3, I hadn't had a violent crime within 7 years prior to doing either of these.
Yeah.
Or at least that I had been caught.
Yeah.
Like I just wasn't processed. So,
and you can claim this is still the same DUI.
Straight, dude, they were just like, we don't know what to do. So I didn't have money for a lawyer. Then my pub-up dies. So my money goes to paying half of this gigantic fine.
Yeah.
And then my public defender, we start waiving the trials. So he's like, well, if you plead guilty right now, it's 3 months in Eagleville. And I was like, I don't want to do that. He's like, okay, so what we're going to do, he's like, clearly you're an alcoholic. I'm like, I'm not real. I'm kind of just retarded.
Yeah.
And
not an alcoholic yet.
Yeah, not yet.
This is
I'm still wearing my baby shoes.
This is the prequel. This is the prequel to your alcoholism.
So he's like, all right, we'll waive the trial. And what waiving the trial is like, I just had to show up every week, maybe 2 times a week, show up to the Norristown courthouse, tell them I'm waiving the trial, pay their fucking court fee,
Yeah.
And then I'm released. But then I had to prove to the judge that I was trying. So I was in outpatient rehabs. I was doing all this fucking shit to try to get time served if I had to serve time. Dude, I wasn't officially sentenced.
Yeah.
Up until about a year and a half. Keep in mind, the whole time I had my license.
Yeah.
They didn't even revoke it yet. And I was like, and part of me was like, how irresponsible. What if I actually was a nutball? You guys are waiting for me to get a third DUI.
Yeah, my next DI is on you guys.
Yeah, I was like, this is a fool me once.
You give me one DUI and I'm...
That was my margarita song. Holy shit. Well, I think we did it.
I think we did it.
We definitely did it.
Yeah, we're definitely calling this episode 2 DUIs and a Funeral.
Oh, yeah, we definitely declared war on funerals and DUIs.
So this is what I love about this show. This episode, this all spawned from you describing what we were dressed like.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
That's crazy.
That's exactly what happened. And what a rabbit hole that was.
What a
drunk
fucking rabbit hole. That's crazy.
And I had some. I was going
I saw you. I kept seeing you looking. I was like,
I kept looking
at one point, I was like, dude, we're committed to
I was
this.
like, there's no reason. And part of me was like, how do I segue? And when I was talking about it on the Patreon, I was like, how would I even segue this?
Yeah. Okay, dude, that's a good reason to check out the Patreon, so you
definitely.
can see how, like, what it was and how, like, you get to decide how he could have segued into.
I would love to hear people's opinions on it because honestly, I think it's super retarded.
Okay,
I think it's retarded news that I can't believe we're even talking about it.
This is exciting.
It's not even, dude, I don't think it's that exciting. I just think it was like a very small snippet that I thought could go in different places. But like the whole time, I'm like, there's nowhere for this to fit. There's not even a thing I could even do this.
The last time I saw you look, it was when I was like, okay, he gave up.
Yeah, I was like, I honestly was like, looking at it, I was like, there ain't no way this can go in anywhere. But yeah, you definitely get on the Patreon. You get a bonus episode. You get secret unreleased episodes. You become part of the community. All for $3. It's a fucking steal.
It is a steal.
It's amazing.
It's a steal. Oh, and by the way, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't get up your extra episode that week, but that's coming.
It is coming.
It is coming. I apologize.
And also, if you haven't checked out Solomon, get on Solomon. The link is going to be in the description. I've gone international.
Oh.
Gone international.
Yeah.
I'm in Oslo. I'm in Scotland. I'm in Venezuela. And I am in Chile.
Ooh.
And Venezuela kind of blew. Oh, Canada. Canada count?
I'll count it.
Can't count.
Let's cook the books on that international shit.
And there was one guy in Japan who was trying to get it, but the fucking ship. Again, if you're watching this, you are in a different country. Shipping's a little crazy when you're shipping to Japan. And I would hate for you to spend. Dude, this one guy was like, he messaged me and he's like, hey, I don't want to spend $90. And I was like, yeah, I don't want you to do that.
That's crazy.
We'll try and figure out another way. If you are in a place that is completely ridiculous with shipping right now, we'll try and figure out another way. But if you aren't, if you live in the continental U.S., pick up a copy of Sullivan. It's a great story. I hope you really do.
And man, is there anything interesting happening this week? Maybe December 8th?
Is this going to come out before that?
It comes out Sunday.
Oh, December 8th.
Yeah.
December 8th. If you're in Philadelphia or Philadelphia outlying areas, I'm going to be doing a book signing and a showcase show. Sidney Gantt's going to be on that show.
Hell yeah.
Bring your book if you got one. If you don't got a book, come here and buy one. I'll be signing them. I'll be signing tits. I'll be signing ass. I'll be signing whatever you want.
Yeah.
Come check it out.
And that's Monday, right?
That's Monday, 7:30, Helium Comedy Club in Philadelphia. Please check it out. Please be there or be spared. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Thank you guys so much. I've been Ryan Shannon. This has been Sidney Gantt. This has been World War Fun. We do this every Sunday. We will see you next week. Later.